waiting on the snap. It's a good one. Here's the punt. It's a good one. It's a real good one. All the way back inside the 20, the 50. He fumbles the football inside. He's hit drilled down at the goal line. Oh, man, what a play. What a play by DeMonte Ridley. What a booming punt that was. My gosh.
The David Dean Show. Your weekly look at Valdosta State University Blazer football. Here's your host, Dick Rocky, along with head coach David Dean, for a look at this week's Blazer football action.
Hello and welcome to the David Dean Show. I'm Dick Rocky with the head coach. Valdosta State makes the trip up to Powder Springs, Georgia at McEachern High School. Played in front of a great crowd, come home with a 22-17 victory. Coach, on a really great day for Valdosta State. The atmosphere was awesome. The tailgating was awesome. The stadium, the campus, unbelievable.
It really was. I tell you, that place was really, really loud, especially in the fourth quarter. And my hats off to our fans and the way that they responded late in the ball game and uplifted our defense. It was an outstanding day to be a Blazer. It was, and there's some neat things. I mean, I saw a lot of Edmund Kabula was there, a couple of the other players. Shontavious Jones' mom and dad were there at the game. I mean, that's a good sign for you that parents will, if they live in the area, they're going to come and watch them play. No question. I mean, we had players all the way back from 2000 that were there, and Jesse Tuggle, who lives up in Alpharetta, was there. And it was great to see all of those guys that I had an opportunity to coach many, many years ago. And the great thing about it is they're still excited about Valdosta State football, and they kept saying, keep coming up here and playing up here because we enjoy it. And I said, well, y'all just need to come down and see us down there. Yeah, but it was good. I know you've wanted to do that, and it turned out probably just as you hoped it would, just with everything, including the win. Yeah, I thought it would because we have so many former alumni players, not only alumni, but alumni players that live up in that area. It was great to see all of them, and they were excited about us being there. And as far as the game itself, they came down. Both teams, as I said to you in the pregame, they wanted to know how good they were because you had good wins that first one, and both teams, I think, proved that two good football teams. Well, there's no question. I think both of them are good football teams, and it was a slugfest. They threw a lot of good punches at us, and we threw a lot of good punches at them. It was a great day to watch a football game, and if you had an opportunity to watch Division II football on a regular basis, you would see that that's what Division II football is all about. All right, well, good start for Valdosta State. We'll be back in just a moment. Take a look at the first half.
My name is Mo Simpson, wide receiver from Monroe, Louisiana. You're watching the David Dean Show.
Welcome back to the David Dean Show. And Coach, we're going to take a look at the highlights in a moment. Just give me your summary of the way things went. Well, I thought in the first half we moved the ball very well. We probably squandered some opportunities by not making it on a 4th and short inside the red zone, dropping a couple of touchdown passes that I thought we had opportunities to score on. I thought defensively we were playing very well. They got behind us a little bit on some occasions, but we responded and knocked the ball away. But I thought going into the half we should have had a little bit bigger lead than we had. But we still had the lead. I thought we were playing well. We were playing hard. We just got to be able to start putting together some scoring opportunities that we're letting go early in the game. Of course, their touchdown came on an interception, 52-yard return, and you had to switch quarterbacks there, and unfortunately, I guess not a good throw. Well, no, it was a good throw. We just dropped the ball and tipped it straight to their linebacker, and we had that happen in the national championship game against Pittsburgh State early in the game. Sometimes those things happen. It was a good throw by Caleb. It just bounced off of Roshmel's hands right into the linebacker's hands, and he had a free run. So, you consider our defense shut those guys out in the first half, and that's a very, very high-powered offense. All right, Coach, we'll take a look at the first half.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Vincent had the big return last week. They know that. He slowly comes after it. Just a kick right, hits one of our up guys. We followed on the 45-yard line. Now they drop off. There's a snap, going to run it with Austin off the right side, looking somewhere to go, and fights for a couple yards, and that's it. Time to get this thing, keep this drive going. Wants to throw. Looking, forced out of the pocket, going to run with it. Now he's going to get to first down to 40, and he dives at the 40-yard line. Snap, looks left, forced out of the pocket, gets in trouble with those, almost intercepted. Looking left, looking over the middle, chase down the pocket, and he throws it away. Almost intercepted. Wow. 5-6 yards for the first down. Showing pressure up the middle. We miss him. He wants to throw. He does throw. Catch it made. He drops it. Medlock with the snap. It's a Good block, looking to throw. Nobody's getting open. He's going to run again and going to be short about 1 or 2 yards from getting the first down, just short of the 30. Wait for the snap, first and 10 from their own point. High snap, has a little trouble, and he's looking to hand it off. He's hit in the backfield, and he's going to go down. 44 on second down. Going to run off the left side, has a hold. He doesn't really get much. Big hold, but we clogged it quick. Only got 2, I think. Rose left. Pressure his head just as he released it, drilled him down. Standing at his own 25-yard line. He's fearless. He drops it, he drops it, he drops it. The Blazers cut it at the 35. 10 at the 35-yard line. Going to run it. Inside, has a little bit of hold. 25 down to the 20, breaks the tackle to 15. Still fighting and gets it all the way down to the 14-yard line. A big run from Austin Scott. There's the snap. Wants to throw, does throw out here. Got the catch made and fighting and gets down to the 5. Again, they bring a man in motion. Going to run it off the left side and he's tripped up there. Nice tackle. Man in motion. Careful, Tom. Handoff, fakes it, wants to throw. Pressure, Tavius after it, can't get him, then he just throws it way out of bounds. Takes the handoff, he wants to throw, he's looking, pressure on him again, Jordan after him, Cooper can't get him, he's going to throw downfield, he's got a man down there, and dropped off his hands. 3 yards to keep the drive going, Medlock Rose right, wants to throw, he does throw, got a man, catch made, first down. He's off. Going to run off the right side, got a hold. Austin to 30, 25, all the way down to the 21. Austin down. Medlock wants to throw, he does throw, catch made. Anderson breaks a tackle, avoids a tackle, getting fights inside the 10 to the 9. And we get a quarterback sneak, and that's a touchdown, Valdosta State. We're going to run it for 2, cuts inside, and the 2-point conversion works on a direct snap to Kenny Murphy. Snap, looking, forced out of the pocket, throws, got a man incomplete. Going, wants to throw, looking, pressure up the middle, throws the screen, it's dropped. Snap a little bit high, gets it down, picks up, and looks good. And no good. Dick. Blazers just across the 40 to 41, there's a snap. Also going to keep it, Medlock does, and breaks one tackle and gets just a yard short of the 45. It's going to not be enough to have the one score. Big third down. Over the middle, incomplete, intercepted, he's clear at the 40. He's trying to get to the end zone, and he will in this game. There's going to be 8-6. 7. Need to throw, getting pressure, forced down the pocket, wants to go downfield, got a lot of room, he throws, catch me. First down. And out. We're changing the play. There's the snap. There's it, Austin, left side, first down. Oh, he was just a little bit from breaking clear, just short of the 40, first down. First down, there's the snap. Throws out the flat catch, made. Henders with it to 30, 25, get to 20 to 15, all the way down to the 11. Move to the big man up the middle, touchdown, Cedric O'Neal.
Blazers go to the locker room with the 15-7 lead coming out for the second half, and we've got just a moment with Coach Dean's comments on that exciting second half.
I'm Fred Williamson, senior linebacker from Atlanta, Georgia. You're watching the David Dean Show. Go Blazers!
Coach, you go into the locker room with just a touchdown lead, and the second half was an exciting second half. Only put 7 points on the board. They put 10.
Yeah, they did. They came out, we challenged our football team. We knew they were going to come out of the locker room hot, and they did. They put together an outstanding drive and scored. But I was very proud of our offense. We put together, I think, about a 12-play drive and drove down and responded to that touchdown and went back up by another score. So that was huge as it turned out in the ball game.
And, Coach, I don't want to fail to mention this. You got your quarterback punting late in the game. It was the play of the game, a 75-yard punt that went from one end zone almost to the other end zone.
Well, it was a very timely punt, and we had great coverage on it. He had great hang time, forced their returner to run back and have to field it over his shoulder, and he bobbled it a little bit. And I think that probably was the play of the game, because when we pinned them down there on the 1 or 2 yard line and forced them to have to go 99 yards in just about a minute, we felt a whole lot more comfortable on our sideline.
And real quickly, they tried to do it because they had one pass right there at the end zone. You guys knocked it down.
Well, we did. They got it up to around the 30 or 40 yard line, and they threw it deep, and we did. They did exactly what we teach them to do. They knocked the ball down, didn't try to make the interception, and we were able to win the football game.
All right, Coach, and we'll take a look at those highlights right now.
There's a deep kick that's going to go to the end zone. Now it's about the 2-yard line, going to the middle of the field to 10 to 15. Got a little bit of a seam. He breaks great for 30 and knocked out of bounds. A good play by Henderson. Low snap, going to run outside. We got him from behind. There's Tevin Davis, gets him along with some help from number 94, Benson Brindle. Going to run it, coming towards the inside. He hit, trips, and knocks him short of the 20. Reddy Johnson, the quarterback. Inside handoff, and he's hit there. Really good play from Devin. Quarterback rolls left, and he goes down. They knock him down. He loses a yard. Barking out signals. There's a snap to the back. They got to reverse. We got some people in zone. Incomplete. Snap is a little bit high. Kick is up. They almost blocked.
Almost blocked it, but it's good.
About 6. Goes out in the flat. Got the catch made out there. Avoids one tackle. Gets across the 20. Takes 4 yards to keep the drive going. He'll throw for it. He does throw for it. And then he caught Chris Anderson. What a beautiful throw. Medlock waits for the snap. Going to run it with Austin this time. Trying to get outside. He does. He's at 50. Across to 50. Picks up another first down. 3 receivers all on one side, one back. O'Neal. Henderson goes in motion to the far side. Sets over there. Plenty of time on the play clock. Quarterback sneak has the first down. Down there, 1st and 10. He rolls out, looking. Pressure, and he's going to go down at the 15-yard line. Been a lot of big plays. They've been successful on that today. Wants to throw, looking. He's hit. He throws end zone. Got a guy open and over. Throws him at the end zone. Snap. Wants to throw. He's looking. He throws in the corner of the end zone again, and it's a touchdown. We can have a good drive here. Cedric has it up the middle, has some room, across the 50, picks up 8 yards on that play. Gets a snap, gets some protection, forced down the pocket. Now he's going to have to run a little bit. Throws it after a catch is made, has the first down, still on his feet. We run it, and the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to go down. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Oh, he does a good job there by the Blazers. Bryant Pickney. There's a good snap. No pressure on him. Left footer kicks. It's not a good ball, but he's going to come up and he does it again, and they've got it again. Trying to hang on to this game. He rolls, he's hit, and he's not going to get the first down. He's 3:10 left on the clock. Can somebody be the hero from Valdosta State? Quarterback keeps it up the middle, breaks it, tackle still on his back. Ball's over, Blazers got it! Blazers got the football at the 11-yard line. Down, they're going to call timeouts quick. Austin runs the ball across the 15 to the 16. A good run there. Need a first down. The fumble. The Blazers fall on. Oh my goodness. Lord. Waiting on the snap. It's a good one. Here's the punt. It's a good one. It's a real good one. All the way back inside the 20, the 50. He fumbles the football inside. He's hit, drilled down at the goal line. Oh man, what a play. What a play. Minute, 9 seconds. That's all we got. Throws out in the flat. He's hit over there and he's going to go down. Swarm. Blazer fans are up. He rolls out with Chase Seaver after him. We just miss him. He's still there. Throws. He's hit. The ball's in the air. Just knock it down. Just knock it down again. Blazers win 22-17. What a great afternoon for Valdosta State University.
Coach, you get out there, we talked about the start of this schedule, but you get out there now with 2 wins over 2 pretty good football teams.
Well, 2 defending champions, and really proud of the way that our players have played to start off. Anytime you can start off 2-0, it's great. Our offense hadn't really clicked for a consistent basis yet, and hopefully they're going to do that. And hopefully our defense is going to continue to play the way that they are, because we put them in a lot of tough situations in that ball game yesterday from an offensive standpoint, and our defense responded. Really, really proud of those guys.
And one final comment on the big drive they had going to where they were going to take the lead late in the game, and you guys create that fumble. And on the radio, I said, "Can you give us one more big play?" And they did.
Well, they did. Somehow or another, they always seem to step up and make those plays. And my hat's off to our defensive line. They were relentless coming after that quarterback, not letting him stand back there and just deliver the ball over and over. And Tevin Davis, Bryson Brindle, and O'Neal Cohen, Darrell White, all those guys, well, what a great job they did.
Good win for you guys, and we're proud of you. And as the Blazers go to 2-0, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in with the Drury Inn and Suite scoreboard.
Hi, my name's Matt Matthews. I play offensive line, and I'm from Seoul, Korea. And you're watching The David Dean Show.
Welcome back to the Drury Inn and Suites scoreboard. And Coach, some scores. You know, still a lot of the teams are playing what I like to call gimme games, and most of them were, but let's take a look at them. The good win was short of 27-20 over Mars Hill.
Yeah, I think they're off to a very good start. That was a big win for the Gulf South Conference, Shorter beating Mars Hill, you know, beating one of those South Atlantic Conference teams. And Mars Hill is traditionally one of those teams that's right there on the cusp of being in the playoffs.
And Florida Tech, 42 over Ava Marie. 42-6. That's an NAIA school.
Right. They're off to a 2-0 start also, and you know, it looks like they're playing very well. They're putting up a lot of points in their first two ball games. It looks like their offense is playing very well.
And West Georgia, 2-0 now, 36-0 or 26-0 over Miles.
Yeah. Again, that's another one of those teams that's in the SIAC that competed last year against Albany State in that championship game for the SIAC. So for West Georgia to shut those guys out is quite impressive.
And West Alabama, everybody wondering with their new coach coming in, 30-6 over Shaw.
Well, it's all about athletes, and they've got athletes, so they're going to be good. And Shaw's another one of those teams that it's good to beat because they're in that region type thing, and it sets us up very well, or makes the Gulf South Conference a lot better opportunity to get more teams in the playoffs at the end of the year.
And North Alabama, I said they could have scored 100, probably 58-0 over Mississippi College.
Well, I had heard that they were up 45-0 at the half, so that was their first ball game. So it looks like that they've got all their horses back and playing very well. So we'll see how they go. I don't know who they play this week, but this will be their second opportunity to go out and play.
All right, Coach, some scores, but the conference will be hooking up next week, starting next week, proposed to everybody, so that's when we're going to know some things.
It will, and it's, Gulf South Conference is off to a great start. We've got a lot of wins right off the bat, so looks like the Gulf South Conference is going to be pretty strong this year.
All right, we'll be back with the Georgia Farm Bureau. Look ahead in just a moment.
At VSU, we're fired up. We spark intellect on a cool campus. VSU. In a hot college town. We fan the spirit with national championships. And fuel your fun side. Valdosta State University. Ignite!
Welcome back to the Georgia Farm Bureau Look Ahead. And Coach, Delta State's coming to town, and over the last few years, they've been a problem for us.
Well, they have. When you say Delta State, enough said. They have caused us some problems. We've had great games with them. Yeah. We just can't ever get over the hump there in the fourth quarter and be able to beat those guys. So this hopefully is the year that we're going to be able to do it. They were off this week, so they've rested up for a week. They're 1-0 coming in. They're outstanding offense, got great athletes on defense. So looking forward to seeing them on film, see how they've improved from last year. But looking forward to getting off to a 1-0 start in the Gulf South Conference if we can win this game.
Now, film-wise, you have to send them the last game?
Yeah, they'll get both of our games, and we'll get their one game. And then we'll probably go back and watch last year's game as well. That was the shootout that we had. I think it was like 60-something, 62-58 or something like that. We were up and down the field. So hopefully that's not going to be the case this year. Hopefully our defense is going to play very well and shut those guys out.
When they look at those two films, they're not going to really see a whole lot of different things. I mean, it's pretty much the same game plan for both.
I think it's going to be the same. They have virtually the same staff, and although we're changed in our staff, we all have the same philosophies as we've come in and built our staff. So I think it's going to be one of those situations where you're going to see kind of the same thing, just different players out on the field this year.
Coach, we didn't mention much, and this is going in next week, but your rushing, I do want to talk to your rushing game because it's important next week. 127 net rushing yards for Austin Scott.
Yeah, he had an outstanding game, and I know he was a little upset there at the end of the game when he fumbled that ball, but those things are going to happen, and I told him after the ball game, when I saw him, he was so upset. I said, how many great runs did you make in that game? That overshadows that fumble that we did not lose. So we're going to need Austin down the stretch. We're going to need Cedric down the stretch. Our quarterbacks, our wide receivers, our offensive line, defense. It's all a team effort, and that's the one thing I was really excited about. We were all fired up in that locker room. Our offense didn't play very well at the end of the game, but it was good enough that we could win.
Well, you guys, again, people look at that schedule, myself included, you see those first four games, and you're thinking, gosh, we could be We could be 4-0, we could be 1-3 or whatever. I mean, and to get 2-0 going into our conference was huge for you.
It was huge. You know, we do have a very, very tough schedule, and for the next really 4 weeks, it doesn't get any easier.
Well, that's going to probably pay a benefit there maybe towards the end of the season, we'll hope. But great win for Valdosta State, 22-17 up at McEachern Stadium, a great place to go, and 12,500 seat high school stadium. That game's over and done with. Kickoff is 7 o'clock this coming Saturday at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. We've had 2 back-to-back great crowds, and boy, we'd love to fill that stadium up again for that Delta State game and see what happens there with the Blazers. So the Blazers go 2-0, kickoff next week, Saturday at 7 o'clock at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. For the head coach, David Dean, I'm Dick Rocky. Have a great week.